First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Way out in front. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th.
Scott
Schebler is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's David Freese to stand in. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
David Freese.
Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-1 pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Duvall has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. A fastball right over the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now batting, center fielder Mitch Haniger.
Stepping in now, Mitch Haniger. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground, but this one's out of reach into the home dugout. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Six runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Now here it comes. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
I like the pitch right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They lead it 6-0. Striding in once again, Zach Kozar. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Zach.
In there, and it's 0-1.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet. Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode, and you haven't taken one swing.
0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Now batting. Catcher.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He popped out in his first trip. The windup and the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. McCutchen going back. Gone!
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Arismendi Alcantara will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 30, Arismendi Alcantara.
Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
And here's Jose Peraza. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Now the pitch. That tails back over, strike one. 2 out, nobody on. This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, he persevered right through it. Now he's 0 for 2 before this base hit right here with 2 strikeouts. Man, this makes you feel good now. Now he's getting that confidence and a little swagger back.
The batter, number 6.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Here's the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A runner on first with 2 away. And a step off. Now that's popped up, calling for it. Gone. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in and looking for more, Jack Turner. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the third baseline. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Joey Votto. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Joey Votto.
Slurve in there, strike one.
Well, he's thrown over 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters in the game right now. That's why he's pitching late in the game. He's getting ahead of guys, and then you can manipulate as you move forward.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Ready once again, Adam Duvall. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that first pitch single right there is something we haven't seen much this game. Maybe they'll be more aggressive now, jumping first pitch instead of finding themselves in the hole. A lot of the at-bats we've seen in this game so far.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh and 1, here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive hitters in the lineup.
Out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. And that brings up Scott Schebler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Scott Schebler.
And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And he'll step off. 2 out with the man at first. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Oh, man, I talk about frustrated. You're down 0-2 with this guy. You know he's got 4 pitches in his back pocket. You just don't know which one he's going to throw.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Reds leave 1. They trail 6-1. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready for another chance? Tucker Barnhart. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Desmond Jennings will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Desmond Jennings.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Now at the plate, Jack Turner. fourth plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. It's way behind the big fastball. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot down the line in right. His third home run of the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Three home runs tonight. What a game he is having. To hit 3 homers in a game, you have to have pretty good swings to see the ball really well. But he's had an exceptional night tonight. 3 homers.
At the plate, Jose Peraza starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Billy Hamilton swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. 1 strike offering now to Hamilton. Lifted the other way out to left center. Polanco has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. In is Joey Votto now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, he got ahead of him right there, and I'd even say he got away with one. Down and into this guy, that's his nitro zone right there. You don't want to float around there very often.
The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1.
Man, he wanted that pitch, and I can't blame him. When you're facing a good hitter like this, you want that strike. You need that strike. It's 0-2 instead of 1-1.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Pittsburgh Pirates pick up win number 60 this year. Jack Turner hangs win number 11 on his line, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Brendan Finnegan struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more
Facing the divisional frontrunner, this underperforming team receives an appeal to change their fortunes.
Nighttime skies over Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. John Lester will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's one of these guys that's going to battle. He sticks around the game long enough where you pick up a win like he did last outing. Only giving up 1 run, but he stayed in the game and he got the W. Maybe we'll see that type of performance from him today because he's that type of pitcher.
Harold, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, this is a big game. Nobody likes to get swept in a series. Losing the first 2 games kind of put their backs against the wall. We'll see how they respond as they try to get 1 win in this place as they get ready to get out of here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Harold?
Well, this is the new model of teams that we see. The strikeout doesn't matter. They're the top 3rd in the league in strikeouts, so we're going to see a lot of swings and misses today. But if they catch one, look out.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, strangely, Ricky's going to be in trouble for the hitter, so he's frustrated. Now, as a hitter, you're saying get the ball up, but he loves to call the ball up. You don't want it up that high, though. He loves to call it that high, and you may see somebody turn around and get in his eye and start screaming at him.
And, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the 2nd casualty of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
First pitch on its way. Chris Bryant is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. We played an inning. No score here on MLB. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High pop up. Calling for it. Freeze. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Pirates. And I'm looking at David Freese. You know, this guy's really transformed his game. Early on, nice 3rd baseman. Then he was able to play a little first base and kept himself in the big leagues a little bit longer than most people expected.
Ben Zobrist comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one. Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one. Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to
circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. And that one stayed up a little high.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Gong onto the grass, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's the young
Batting
catcher,
sixth,
Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 10 home runs and 44 RBIs. A wave and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a down in order. We'll move to the third with no score.
Leading off for the Pirates.
At the plate, Jack
Catcher.
Turner. 9-1-2 due up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Digging in, Matt Caesar. He's
Leading off
back
for
in
the
the
Cubs.
starting lineup for this
Left
one after
fielder,
sitting out last
Matt
night's game.
Caesar.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a
Inside,
pitch
ball
that
one.
just misses the inside corner. Just a tick behind for a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Settling in now,
Batting
John
8.
Lester. And you see
Catcher,
that average below the
John
dreaded
Lester.
Mendoza line. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Freeze ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Batting
Stepping
ninth.
into the box,
Center
Albert
fielder,
Almora. And as you
Albert
check out his
Almora.
righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
On the ground to the right side. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
When you're struggling, you'll look for anything. Been off to a little bit of a cold streak. You didn't hit it hard, but that's a big one to build on.
The right fielder, number 22.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. A fastball right over the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 0-2 home. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Ready on 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Strand 1. Here's Addison Russell. 0 for
Leading
1
off the
for him here in
Chicago
this
fourth.
one.
The shortstop.
Into the windup and
Number
the pitch.
27.
Way in front of that fastball.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle
First
innings.
baseman,
He's
number
up over
44.
1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jack Turner.
Pitcher, Jack
First pitch
Turner.
of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Contreras is under this one, and there's the second out of the inning. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead things
Leading
off
off
as
for the
we
Cubs.
begin the home fifth.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Route number 1. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Wilson Contreras started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
That's a great spot down the zone there. Hard to do anything with the pitch down there.
And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2. Left side, fielded by Freeze. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready for another chance?
The
Matt
left
Caesar
fielder,
comes
number
into
20,
this at bat 0 for
Matt
1 in the ball game.
Caesar.
In there for strike one, 0-1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is one pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, John Lester. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Over to first is Freese, and there's 1 out. Striding in once again, Albert Almora. He singled his last time up. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And he takes a cold strike 1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Up high, 2-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it misses, 3-1 now.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And that pitch catches the inside corner.
3-2.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Now the pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and bring in Addison Russell to bat next.
Oh, that's the one you're talking to yourself. Sit down, ball, sit down, ball. Just a little blooper to center, and it fell in.
The batter, the shortstop.
Here's Addison Russell. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Now he'll step off. 2 out with the man at first. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
And he takes a called strike 2.
We're really watching a great performance. This is a good hitting team. He's got 2 outs already. We're 1 out away from watching him get through the 6th with all zeros on the board.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was.
Line drive to center field. Haniger is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit. No. Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. On its way is pitch number 75. Ground ball left side. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Anthony Rizzo is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Jack Turner will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Looking up is Contreras, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Time to focus. Make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Jaso is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Kyle Schwarber will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Enters play here at 279. Home runs up to 30 now, and 82 runs batted in. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This is a well-conditioned pitcher right here. His stamina is showing up. He's still throwing in the high 90s, and it's late in the game. Man, he's in shape.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the. Welcome back to MLB Network. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert
Leading off from the
Almora
bottom of the
Jr.
ninth,
A hit in 2
center
tries
fielder,
so far.
Albert
Softly hit here to the left side. And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out. Digging in once again, Jason Hayward. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now a pitch on the way. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Addison Russell. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. 2-out base hit. That'll bring Chris Bryant to the plate this inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Swing and a little tapper. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Pirates earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Jack Turner pitches his way to a team-leading 12th win of the year. And it's a dandy, a complete game 3-hit performance. John Lester is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 4.
One of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Here it's the second of this 4-game series. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman, number 18.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Harold, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, it's been a rocky start in this homestand. I mean, you're 1-3. You only won 1 game in 4. The fans are a little restless. This is a big game to win right here, to really just kind of get some foundation of winning back in your blood. That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, they're not going to run. I mean, they don't put a lot of pressure on you trying to steal bases. They'll take the extra base if they need to, but they don't run much. They're a team that sits there. They're going to be a lot base to base, rely a lot on the power. This is a total contrast to what we've been seeing throughout the league the last couple of years.
Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you. So the first 2 batters of the inning go out, and then the 3-hitter gets a base hit here, bringing up the middle of the order. This guy's got power. It could be 2-0 before you blink.
Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
Well, this middle of this lineup is dangerous. You know, he gets 2 quick outs, and then here comes the 3-hitter and the 4-hitter with back-to-back hits, and now the 5-hitter. He's going to have to pitch him.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. It's the Cubs 0, Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball. Now batting, Matt Caesar comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, he's been really cold right now, and again, he finds himself 0-2. When you're struggling, you don't get in hitters' counts, and the other thing that happens, they come right after you. They're not wasting any time coming after him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Well, let's take a look at the Buccos defense, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking out there in the outfield at Gregory Polanco. This big kid, man, he's 6'5", 6'6", and I love the fact that he's got great range. But he's still learning how to play the outfield. Got all the tools, strong arm, great ability to catch. Let's just watch how he puts it together.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Matt, Hendricks is another one of those well-respected umpires. Some say he favors one side of the plate from time to time, but most of the time it's not very noticeable.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Here's a high pop-up. And Jaso able to squeeze it, and that becomes out number 2. Stepping into the box, Kyle Hendricks.
Batting eighth.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way.
Hendricks.
Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Stepping into the box, Darryl Fink. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Fink.
Into the windup and the pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is fouled straight back. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Again, a 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
The second baseman.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Another 0-2 coming. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, I don't know if that was a great take or he's just flat out full, because that curveball was really close. What a great pitch with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Turner will put this one away, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. So coming to the plate, Jack Turner. He bats here at the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. First pitch coming, here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line and left. That gets down, and the Buccos' first hit of the game is good for extra bases. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, he hung that one, and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it and bang it.
Here's Gregory Polanco. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. 9 base hits in 25 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung Ho Kang. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Chris Bryant.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Up next for the
Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Rizzo. He singled his last time up. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fouled straight back. Strike 3 called on the slurve that time, and there are 2 down. Riding in once again, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this is fouled back and out of play. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well. Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off. That's a good pitch right there, right on the corner with the fastball. Good job to foul it away with 2 strikes, though.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Ready for another chance? Matt Caesar. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Matt Caesar.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Fouled straight back. In there, 1-2 now.
1-2.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Digging in, Kyle Hendricks. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Stepping in and
Jack Turner.
first pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled back. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Another 0-2 home. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Stepping in, Darryl Fink. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Gung's got it. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pickoff move to second, and he'll be back in standing up. And that misses 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Up next for the
Here's Addison Russell, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at third. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Digging in once again, Chris Bryant. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
And he takes a called strike 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Anthony Rizzo goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. Wilson Contreras is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Ready for another shot now. Matt Caesar been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard back up the middle. Gosselin comes up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Jordy Mercer will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 10, Jordy.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Pittsburgh seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Drew Hutchison earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Tony Watson wraps it up for the save, his 29th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight.
This pitcher's vital contribution is not overlooked.